Hello pretties, welcome to Viv's World. So today I have a very late update, mostly because I was kind of hoping to get more stuff done, but I didn't, and it is what it is. But if I don't rotate 2 items in every single update, then I'm not gonna be able to finish by the finale. So here we are. So I have my No Pan Left Behind project pan. And it was terrible because I want to say 2.5-ish weeks of this last month I didn't actually wear eyeshadow. I woke up way too late and I just didn't have time for it. So I didn't make as much progress as I could have made, and I probably would have been able to get a few things done if I had, but alas I didn't. So this is what we're working with, guys. So this was here from not just the last update, but the one before that, and it is my pans, my singles. And I still haven't used these two. I honestly didn't touch this one at all, this last update. So it was these two and these two as well. I haven't used either of those four. And then from this middle row, the only one I'm missing is the silver one. And then from the bottom row, the only one I'm missing in this, it's just like a dirty gold shade. It has like a green flip to it. So those are the ones I'm missing from this palette. So that's, again, on me. There's gonna be a lot of that. I had one single that I had to use, which was the About Face, and I still haven't done it. So, you know, there's that as well. So those are from, not the last update, but the one before that. Now, we did roll in a couple of things in. I did have Rare Beauty Content and Perspective, which I can't remember if this was from last update or the one before that, but I did finish both of them, so like no concern with those. So those were my single ones that I had. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to go through these to like figure out what I'm missing that I'm still having to do. Okay, so I do have to roll 2 things in. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, so from my Sigma X Angela Bright palette, I actually did a pretty good job. I finished pretty much all of them, which is just to use one of them. The only ones that I haven't touched yet are this right here and this one right here, which is Hollywood and Fave, which this is like a dirty gold olive kind of shade, and this is more like a cool emerald green. So I do have to use those two still, but those are the last ones that I haven't used. So I mean, like, we're almost there with those. For my child palette, this is probably the one that I did the worst in for the child palette, because I only used 2 shades from this palette, and those were the 2 neutral shades, so I haven't touched the green side at all. So I do need to do that. And then for the ColourPop Mandalorian palette, I actually did a pretty good job. I was able to do all of these right here. Wait a minute. I did this one as well. I did do this one as well because I did like this silvery look. And I remember I grabbed that one for the inner corner. My pen gave up on me. There you go. So I'm missing these 2 shades right here. Sorry guys, I had to sneeze, but then it went away. Okay, so I just have these 2 left on this palette, so I'm almost done with this one. Okay, so as you can see, like, I did use them, it's just not as much as I should have. And then for the Big Mama, the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette, I have been doing pretty good. Oh Lord, I just smashed my nail into the purple shade right in there. Yeah, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna clean this up because I made a mess. All right, I'm back. So for the Big Mama, which was this palette right here, I actually did a pretty good job. So for this first row, I've used all of them except for this shade right here. For the second row, I've used all of them except for these 2 shades right here, which are more orangey shades. I don't really usually go for those kinds of shades. So these 2 orangey shades, haven't touched them. For this last row, I actually haven't touched any of them except for this one. For this row right here for D. I've actually, the only ones that I haven't done is this one right here, and also this one right here. So the other ones are done. And then in this last row, I've done all of them except for these two aqua shades. Those are not really my kinds of shades, so I'm not surprised I haven't touched them. Last time I did a no pan left behind with this palette in particular. Those aqua shades, I didn't even bother with them. I didn't even do it. So there is that. Okay, I believe those are all of the palettes. So now I do have to roll a few things in. So I am going to pulling in my two my Makeup by Mario liquid eyeshadows, which honestly I do reach for these pretty regularly, so I'm not worried about it. I have taupe and mauve, and those are going to be the ones that I'm be rolling in for that. And then for eyeshadow, I wanted to be practical about it. I wanted to be realistic as to what I would actually be able to potentially finish. So I do have a mini palette. I have the Tasha Nona My Mini Dream palette, which is just, I mean, it's the perfect little 5-pan right here. I might be able to even like travel with this or something. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I don't have anything coming up in May. I take that back. All right. And then I also have the Natasha Denona Gold palette, just because I felt like this might be, like, this is a time to do it as we transition it into the summer. These are kind of like the time I'll go. I will say I actually love this palette, except for these two more golden shades. I can maybe get away with Aram a little better than Oro, but Oro, it's a little too yellow gold for my taste, and I like yellow shades, but I don't like yellow shimmers. I know that sounds strange, but it's just, it is how it is. So that's what I'm gonna be rolling in, and that's about it. I just want to finish. I feel like this is not gonna be a problem, and I don't really want to start on the gold until I can roll everything else out, because I feel like I'm really close with most of them. So I feel like I just need to finish them. Anyway, that's it for today's update. I love to see you guys in the next one. If you're participating, please let me know. Bye guys.